On Old Testament.
Kenny Alta has a ufruf tomorrow morning.
Right. Walter's coming for the rabbi's.
Maybe bleed. I don't know.
Maybe.
What time I wake up in the morning? I have to do my.
I'll call you.
Learning. Call me tomorrow. Wake me up.
Okay. I know, but I have to lane in shul.
Yeah.
Sadi Gimel Amid Aleph. This is going to be a preview of Sefer Daniel. It so happens that this blot is all the Agadaton Sefer Daniel. Amazing. Gedolim Tzadikim Yosem Malecha Asharis. Tzadikim are greater than Malecha Asher Shenemar Aneva Amar. He answered, Ha ana chazi guvrin. I can see, this is in the furnace, after they sent Hanana, Mishael, Vazaria, are three friends of Daniel, who were tzaddikim. And because they didn't bow down to the idol that Nebuchadnezzar was having everybody bow down to, he threw them into a furnace of fire. So, Chazi Gurvin Arbosh Shorin Mahalchin Begunura, there was This is Dr. Agatstein. Hi, Steve. Hi. That'll work. I can see this Monday at 2:15. I'm in Inglewood on Monday. Yes, this Monday. That they didn't have me on the book. I remember you talking to. Just come in at 2:15. I'll see you at 2:15 Monday. Yeah, come with a full bladder. Yeah. Absolutely. They're gonna say it again. I'm in 2:15. Bye, Steve. 1 second. So Chazu Gurvin Arbon, they saw 4 people in the fire. Mahalchin begunur, v'chavalo yisibon, they're not injured. V'ravi de revia dami lebar eloin, and they saw the 4th person was an angel. He looked like an angel. He was one who was saving the Hanani Mishal Vazaria. Amrav Tanchum bar Chanina b'shar sheyatzu Hanani Mishal Vazar mikiv shana. When the 3 tzaddikim came out of the furnace, Ba'u Kalumas Oilam, the other goyim came, and they spoke to the other Jews. I mean, you have a God like this that saves people from the fire. And you're bowing down to the statue? Miyad paschu v'amru. So the Chananim Yishov Azar said, L'cha Hashem atzdaka v'lanu b'shas aponim kayom hazeh. We've caused the Jewish people have to be embarrassed for worshipping these idols. Amrav Shmuel ben Echbeni Amrav Yonis might receive Amarti e'ele b'samar o chazeh b'sansinav. Pasuk in Shir Hashirim. Amarti ela b'samelu Yisrael, because Yisrael are compared to a palm. Ve'achshav lo ala biyadi elasan sanechad. Out of a whole palm, I get one little seed. Shulchanani mishal vazar. Or Rav Yechon Ma'idich si v'reisi alay lo v'nei ish rochev al sus adom. We're going to see that in Sefer Daniel. Well, this is in the Navi Zechariah. One of his visions was Reisi alayla v'nei ish rochev al sus adom. I see a person riding on a red horse. V'hu omeid ben ha'adasim asher b'amtzula. He's standing among the willows. My Reisi alayla bikich HaKadosh Baruch lafach z'kolom kolol alayla. HaKadosh Baruch wanted to turn the whole world back to night. V'hinei ish rochev. Ein ish HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ish refers to Hashem. Shne'emar Hashem ish milchama Hashem shmo. Al sus adom. Why is he riding a red horse? Bikesh HaKadosh Baruch Hu lafach z'kolom kolol adam. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted to turn the whole world back to blood. Kivin shnistakel b'chanani mishal v'zar. He saw the Mesiras Nefesh of Chanani mishal v'zar. Niskara daito. Hashem calmed down. Shne'emar v'hu omei ben ha'adasim asher b'amtzula. Ein hadasim ala tzadikim. Hadasim referred to tzadikim. Shne'emar v'hi omeinas hadasa, which was Esther, who was the tzadikis. Vein metzula labavel. Shne'emar ha'omer la tzula charaviv and arseichovish. Miyad mileim royes nasim srukim v'adumim nasu levanim. So these horses became calm, v'adumim, and the red ones became white. You see a white horse in your dream, it's a good dream. Now, v'rabbanan leicha ozu. What happened to the Chanani Mishal v'Azariah after they went out of the Kivshan Ha'esh? Amarav ba'ayin hara mesu. Everyone was jealous of them, so they died at Ayin Hara. Shmuel Amar Barok Tovu. They drowned in spit. The Goyim were spitting at Klal Yisrael because of so much embarrassment that they weren't worshiping Hashem properly, that they drowned in spit. Rav Yechon Amar Alu L'Eretz Yisrael. They made Aliyah v'nasu noshin, they married women, v'olidu banim uvanos. They had children. So the Gemara says, Kitanoy, it's machlekes tanoim. Rabbi Eliezer Amar ba'ayin hara mesu. Rabbi Yeshua Amar Barok Tov. Chacham Oimrum, Alu L'Eretz Yisrael v'nasu yod. Noshim v'olidu banim uvanos. Shenemar, Shmana Yoshua Kohen HaGadol. This is also a pasuk in the Zechariah. Atav re'echa yoshvim fanecha ki anshe mofes heimna. You are with these miraculous people. Ezohem anoshim shenas l'moifes aviyom Zuchanani Mishav Azariah, who went up to Yerushalayim. V'Daniel le'echanazol. Where did Daniel go? Why was he not thrown into the fire with them? Amar Rav lemichra nara rabbi b'Tveria. He was in Tveria to bring he was dealing with the big river in Tveria. Shmuel Amar Lasui Bizra Das Pasta. He went to bring very expensive grain back to Bavel, because he was one of the administrators in Bavel. Rav Yechon Amar Lasui Chazir de Lachzan Shem Mitzrayim. He wanted to build up the pig industry in Bavel for the Goyim, and the best pigs were in Alexandria. And he went to smuggle some of the pigs. So the Gemara says, how could he get pigs? The Egyptians did not let a cow or a pig out of Egypt unless they did a hysterectomy, because they didn't want other nations to compete with them. They had such good animals, right? So Zutra Aisi below the time, he brought small ones that they didn't know about. 3 people were in this conspiracy that Daniel should not be in Bavel, when the Gzeira was that whoever doesn't bow down to the tzelem, would get thrown into the fire. Who are the three people? Kodesh Baruch Hu, Daniel, and Nebuchadnezzar. Kodesh Baruch Hu, Oman Nezel, Daniel Mehacha. That Kodesh Baruch Hu said we should send Daniel away. The Lo Lemri B'Schuse is not so. People will say that Hanani, Mishael, Azariah were saved because of the schus of Daniel. Daniel Amar Ezel Mehacha, the Lo Lekaim be Psile Elohim Tesufum Be'esh. Nebuchadnezzar bowed down to Daniel. He was made like an idol because Nebuchadnezzar thought so highly of Daniel, he worshipped him like a god. And if Daniel would be thrown into the fire, it would fulfill Psulei Elohim Tesufum Be'esh. Nebuchadnezzar Amar Yazel Daniel Mehacha. Daniel should leave. Because otherwise people would say that Nebuchadnezzar Saratz burnt his god in the fire. Where do we see that Nebuchadnezzar bowed down to Daniel? The Chsiv, Badin Malka, Nebuchadnezzar. Now Nebuchadnezzar the king, Nafal Alon Pai, he fell on his face. Ula Daniel Sagan, he worshipped Daniel. Koamar Hashem Tzvakos, Elei Yisrael, Elachav ben Kulyev, El Tzikyo ben Maaseu, Anavim, Hanabim Lachem B'Shmi LaShakir. Pasuk in Yirmiyahu. Uksiv Lukach Mehem Klal L'Chol Golus Yehuda Asher B'Bavel Leimor, Yisimcha Hashem Kitzikyo Ke'achav Asher Kol HaMelech Bavel Bo'esh. Asher Sarfam L'Namar El Asher Kol, it doesn't say he burnt them, it says he destroyed them. What does that mean? He like burnt them. They committed adultery. My avud. They went to the daughter of Nebuchadnezzar. That give in to Tzidkiyahu that he will sleep with you. Tzidkiyahu Amar La, Parm Hashem Hashmi El Achav. Sleep with Achav. Azlav Amar Le Levweit. The daughter told Nebuchadnezzar, Amar La Elohim Shalei L'Sona Zimu. This can't be correct. This must be Nevi'ei Sheker, because their God hates sexual immorality. Kiyos L'Gabech Shadrin L'Gaboy. When they come to you, send them to me. Kiyos L'Gaboy Shadrin L'Gabei Avo. The daughter of Nebuchadnezzar sent his Nevi'im to Nebuchadnezzar. Amalu man Amar. Who told you to do this? Amar Kodesh Baruch Hu. So Amar Nebuchadnezzar v'hachanai mishav azar shel tinu v'amar li yasser. I asked Chanai mishav azarya, and they said it's prohibited. Amru anan nami nevi'ai k'v'sayu. Lididu lo Amarlu lididu Amarlu. Maybe Hashem didn't appear to them, but He appeared to us. Amarlu, fine. I have a way to check. I threw Hanan and Mishav Azar into the fire. They didn't get burnt up. I'm going to check you the way I checked them. Hanan and Mishav Azar. Amru lay, yeah, but Einan Tlasavu Vanon trained. They were three, and we're only two. Maybe their schus is greater because they have three of them, and that's the reason they were saved. Amar Bachru L'chon Man Devisu B'Daichu. Okay. I'll give you that you can choose whoever you want to go in with you. Amru Yoshua Kohen Gadol. They said, we want to go with Yoshua Kohen Gadol. Savri, Lacey Yoshua the Nafish Chus. They figured the Kohen Gadol Yoshua has enough schus, he'll save all of us. Achtinu Shadinu, fine, he threw them in. Inu Iklu, the two Rishoim got burnt up. The Yoshua Kohen Gadol Ichruchu, money, and his clothing got singed. Shenema, in the famous Haftorah of Hanukkah, also from Zechariah, Vayarenius Yeshua Gadol Omed L'Fnei Malach Hashem, that Yeshua Kohen Gadol was standing in front of the Malach. Uksi Vayomer Hashem El Asad Yigar Hashem B'cha Halo Zeh Ud Mutzal Me'esh. This is a remnant of the fire, so he was saved from the Kivshon. Omer Yadana de Tzidkiyahu. So I know you're at Tzaddik. Why did your clothes get burnt? And Chanani Mishav Azar lo ani b'klal. Nothing happened to Chanani Mishav Azariah. Omar inu tlosach havu v'anan chad. They were three, I was only one. They have more tzaddik. They have more schuyas. Omar v'ha'avram yachidav. Avram Avinu was one person. He was sent into the kipsh and was saved by himself. And for the Gemara Hasam la'avu rishoyim badei v'lesever shis l'nura. Yeah, but Avram went alone. I went in with two rishoyim. The fire had rishus to burn. Hachav rishoyim badi v'sev rishus l'nura. There was rishus for the fire to take hold. Haynu damri inchi tre'udi vishi v'chad retiva ugdin vishi retiva. You have like two cucumbers. One's wet, two are dry. So the wet one will be lit up. My time at Ianish. Why did Yoshua Kohen Gadol, through what sin did he commit that he was thrown into the furnace? Amrav Papa, his sons were marrying women that were not appropriate for kahuna, and he didn't protest. Shene'amar, v'Yoshua ya lavush begadim tzoim, v'amad lifnei malach. He was wearing dirty clothes. Was it is it Yoshua's derech to wear dirty clothes? Can't be. It appeared that he was wearing dirty clothes because of this sin that his sons were trying to marry women who were, let's say, Geirim, for example, who can't marry Kohanim. On Rav Tanchem Dorsh Bar Kapor B'Tzipori. My dichsiv sheish haso'arima ele nosan li. In the story of Ruth, and Boaz gave Ruth 6 sheaves of barley to bring back to Naomi. My sheish, what's this sheish haso'arim? But he's only going to give six small barleys. Ela sheish sa'im, 6 bushels. So how could a woman carry 6 bushels? Ela remezla. He was giving him a hint. He was giving Rus a hint. She was going to have 6 children. Each one was going to get blessed with 6 blessings. Elohim, David, Mashiach, Daniel, Hanani, Mishael, Vazari. David, when Shmuel came to the house of Yishai to find David HaMelech, says one of the Norim, Vayomer Yinei Ra'isi Ben Li Yishai Beis Alachmi. One of the sons, Yodea Nagain, he knows how to play music, the Gibor Chayil, V'ish Melchama, Unavon Davar, he's smart, V'ish Tar, handsome, Vashem Imo. 6 things. Amr Avidam Arav, Kolapozuk Azelo Amr Doeg El B'Loshen Arav. Who was the Nar? Was Doeg Doimi. He was trying to cause Shaul to be jealous and to kill David. Right? Yodea Nogin Shiyodea Lishrael. He knows how to ask good questions in yeshiva. Gibor Shiyodea Lashiv. He knows how to answer. Ish Melchamer Shiyodea Lisa V'Litem B'Mechabta Shel Torah. He knows how to argue back and forth when it comes to Torah. Ish Tar Shamar Eponim Balacha. He explains the halacha very well. Unavon Davar Shemevin Davar Mitoch Davar. He deduces one thing from another. Vashemi Moshe Halacha Kamos B'Chol Mokom. The psak is always like him. Bekulu Amar Lo Yonasan B'Ni Kamo. On all of the compliments, Shaul said, "My son Yonasan is like him." But Kiva Darmale Vashemi Mo Milsa the B'Yidin Ami Lo Avabei. Shaul Amelch himself didn't have zechus that the halacha was like him. Cholish Daite. He was depressed, Vikneben, he was jealous in David. The Bishol Ksiv of Cholasher Yifna Yarshia. Wherever he turned, the halacha was like him. He was successful. How do we know minolan de doeg? How do we know this was doeg? Which means the best of the students. The Ushmo doega domi abir haroim ashel. He was the top of the line. So this is David. The second is Mashiach. The chsiv v'nachalav ruach Hashem, ruach chachma uvina, ruach etza ugvura, ruach das v'yiras Hashem. Uksiv haricho b'yiras Hashem. His smell will be yiras Hashem. Amr Rav Sanhedrin Melamed sheitinu mitzvos v'yisurim kerechayim. He's going to carry mitzvahs and suffering like rechayim. Rav Amr demarach vadoin. He's going to be able to smell whether a halacha is correct or not. Uksiv v'lo lamara einav yishpol v'shafat b'tzedek dalim b'chich b'mishor lan v'aretz. So he will paskin based on smell. Bar Kuziva Malach Tartin Shanin Upalga. Bar Kuziva was king for 2.5 years. He told the Chachamim, I'm the Mashiach. They told him one of the tests of Mashiach is he can smell how the halach is like. Next thing, Imorach Vadon. Even the Chaz used to do Imorach Vadon, he couldn't do it, Katlu, they killed him. Or the Goyim, he died by the Goyim in Beitar. Daniel, Hanan, Mishael, Azariah, the other four. T'chsiv Behu. In Daniel, Perak Aleph, Pasuk Dalet, the fourth Pasuk of the Sefer, it says, Asher ein ba'hem kol mu'um, they have no mum, v'tovimar, they're handsome, u'maskilim, they're smart, b'kol chachma, v'yodei das, u'mevine madar, asher koch b'hem lamod, b'hechel ha'melech, u'lamdam sefer l'shon kazdim. Maya asher ein b'hem kol mum, Amr Rav Chama bar Chanina, afilu kariv to the kuslis l'havibu, they had no mum, they didn't have a crack in their nail. No, after you go to a bloodletting and you see like a little scar, they didn't even have that. They would not make jokes, they wouldn't talk, they would even hold back going to the bathroom. When they stood in front of Nebuchadnezzar, they had a lot of aim of V'yira. They were children of Judea. Rab Shmuel bar Nachmani were no, Daniel mibnei Yehuda. But Chanan Mishav Azar Mishar Shvatim. They were from the other Shvatim. Umibanech asher yetzu mimcha, asher tolid yikachu. That in Yeshayahu, a nevuah was said to Melech Hizkiyahu that his sons will be taken by you saris in Beichal Melech Bavel. There'll be a saris. Either they're going to be eunuchs, they'll be castrated, or they'll be like officers. My sarisi, Ravam or sarisi mamish, they were castrated. No, that in their generation, the Avodah Zarah was shown to be nothing. Because Hanan, Mishael, Azariah were saved by Hashem. Bishman, the machine starts Avodah Zarah b'meim, that it was not that they were castrated. The Chava lo isabon. The pasuk in Daniel says that they had no wounds. So if you had a castration, you'd be wounded. So how does the one who says, Rav who says they were castrated, how does it say that they were not wounded? Chavala denura means over there means they didn't have any wounds of fire, but other wounds they did. But it already says they didn't have the smell of fire didn't come close to them. So no wound and no smell. So I understand when it says sorries. It means that the avodas are weak and hiding the receive. This is the haftarah that we lay on fast days, where we refer to the Sarisim, so it's referring to the who are machzik in his bris, and they're called Srisim because the Avodah Zarah was destroyed in their time. Elamando Srisim mamish, mishtoi kred benenusa begenusa the tzadiki. The Torah wouldn't remind us that they have mumim of being a saris. So hava. No, so the more answer is that no, both happened. They were srisim, but they were also here. They were also praised because of that. They were zoich that the Avodah Zarah was destroyed in their time. Bishmam, there were the srisim mamish. I understand the ones who say he was castrated. Told me banim banos. There in that parak of Yeshayahu is I'm going to give you a Yad Vashem better than children. I understand why they would need a bracha, because they can't have children, they've been castrated. Because they had children before they were castrated. Umesu. My Shem Olam Eitin Lo Shaloi Kares. What's the Shem Olam? Is the Sefer Daniel, Shnei Kol Shmo. The Shem Olam refers to the Sefer Daniel, which is called after his name. Michti, Kol Mila de Ezra Nechemia ben Chakal Yamrin. That most of Sefer Ezra was written by Nehemiah. But Nehemiah ben Chakal, my time lo Akri Sifal Shmei. So they used to call the Sefer just Ezra. Only many years later they started calling it Nehemiah. Why? On Rav Yirmiyah Barava, he was haughty. He gave himself a toiva. Hashem remembered me the good. So why is that bad? David Nami Meimer Omar. David HaMelech asked the same thing. No, David Rachmi hu dekovid. David was davening for that. But Nehemiah was like making a statement. Rav Yosef Omar, he was punished. He talked about the bad of the early generation. Shnamar, before me, they put a lot of taxes. So he spoke bad about the previous generation. And even Va'afal Daniel Gadol Mimenu, he spoke bad. Now, Minola and Gadol Mimenu. How do you know that Daniel was greater than Nehemiah? Because it says in Daniel, V'ra'isani Daniel avadia samareh. I was with other people, but only me, Daniel, saw this vision. V'anashim ashayui mi lo ra'u samareh. They didn't see it. But they were afraid and they ran away. Who were these? So Daniel was greater than them. Okay, we'll stop here. So nice little introduction. We'll carry on the introduction. Sefer Daniel tomorrow night at 8:30.
And tomorrow in Young Israel, is that?
Yes, tomorrow at Young Israel 5:30.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Shkoyach, Ernie.
Good Shabbos.
See you later. Good Shabbos.